got it from my daddy.
Hi, I'm Ryan Lee. I am a sophomore in Kappa Sigma.
My name is Daniel Yu. Currently, I'm a senior at the College of William & Mary.
Hey, my name's Eddie, and I'm in Beta. I'm a sophomore.
Hi, my name is Matt Cho. I'm a junior in Sigma Pi.
So I'm a fifth-year senior, double majored in biology and kinesiology.
Hi, my name is Sang-wook. I go by SW in William & Mary, and I'm in the Beta Theta Pi fraternity.
Hi, my name is Paul Lee. I'm a junior. I'm studying IR. I'm a Kappa Delta Rho, and I'm from Baltimore, Maryland.
So, my Korean affiliation back at home, I went to a church called SBC, Seoul Presbyterian Church, which is predominantly Korean people. So I made a lot of friends there and a lot of connections there, alongside my soccer team, which I participated in a Korean soccer team.
I was born in Seoul, South Korea, and I'm a Korean citizen right now. And I came to the United States in 2007 when I was in 8th grade. And there's a huge cultural transition.
And I've grown up in Michigan and DC, so in all those places there's been a pretty decent Korean community, especially in Michigan. All my family friends were Korean and went to Korean church for a while. And yeah, the summer before college I studied for 8 weeks at Yonsei University in Seoul, Korea.
Contact was through the Korean community, was through church. I went to a Korean American church all of my life, Presbyterian Church in Northern Virginia. This Korean American church was where I met all of my Korean friends, as well as pretty much learned to read and write the language and connected with other Koreans.
My parents are both first-generation Koreans, so I consider myself a Korean American. I've spent half of my life in Korea and the other half in the States.
And I was mostly raised by my grandparents, really, because my parents worked a lot, and that's how I became fluent in Korean. And my cousins were also raised by my grandparents as well, so we spent a lot of time together. My exposure to Koreans really just comes a lot from church, and I went every Sunday and a lot during Friday nights.
I actually didn't know what Greek life was when I first came to college.
Initially, I was on the fence about Greek life. I didn't know really what it was or like what I thought about it.
My initial thought of Greek life was that it was a little bit of a daunting experience because there were a lot of organizations and a lot of different fraternities had their unique characteristics. But big influence of me joining DeFi came from my freshman hall.
When I was first applying to colleges, Greek life was not a factor. And when I came to William & Mary, I had no intention of joining a fraternity. I really didn't think that fraternities were meant for Asian people in general, let alone Korean people.
Then my hallmate, his name's Graham, took me out to a rush event for Beta, and instantly drew me in, especially yeah, the guys are, dominantly white or whatnot, but past that, there's so many groups of guys in there and everyone's different.
I pledged in the spring of my freshman year, and throughout that first semester I started meeting more people in the organization called Pi Kappa Alpha. So whenever I went to the rec center, I would see a bunch of the brothers at once. There would be about 10 to 20 pikas at all times that I went. And so I got really close to a group of these pikas.
But sophomore year came around and I predominantly went to Kappa Sigma parties and events, and they were very open to the idea of, allowing a Korean, not allowing, but, letting a Korean join their group of people. So
Sigma Pi stood out to me the most just because one of my hallmates, really good hallmates, was in Sigma Pi. But when I came to the organization, they were a very diverse organization already. And I felt very comfortable joining, and they were a lot of fun. So to my parents' surprise and my own surprise, I ended up signing a bid.
Organization, I pretty much found the people that I've become the closest with, because it's not just a Greek organization for me. I started living with a bunch of these guys after freshman year, and so through that, it just kind of became like a family.
The people in general in Delta Phi were very welcoming and down to earth. So like I actually had a lot of fun hanging out with the guys and meeting more people and going through the rush process. So it was a great experience overall.
And it actually helped me make a transition from, like Korean culture to American culture. So in that aspect, it helped me a lot and brought me way more fun. I made, a bunch of my best friends in my fraternity. So
My experience overall with Capital Toro has been phenomenal, to say the least. I love the brotherhood. I feel like they've always got my back, and I got their back, and it's just, they were always down to talk about everything, and they really helped me, and it's just, I feel always welcomed, and being a part of that fraternity and the organization, that knowing that these kids, they're always there for me, and I'm always there for them, and I really like that, and I really value that.
I'm working at the National Science Foundation this summer, and I had this connection through the fraternity as one of my brothers in Kappa Sigma's dad works at NSF. Thus, there are many opportunities that are available through the fraternity rather than just the usual partying and events.
I'd say in college so far I haven't been involved in my Korean roots as much as I anticipated, but I have a lot of Korean friends on the side when we marry that I hang out with a lot, and I catch up with pretty often. When I go out at night, I'm always really happy to see them, and we always take time to catch up, go to Korean restaurants together. So, yeah.
So when we marry, there's obviously not that many Koreans, which I've noticed, but it's kind of cool when you interact with different people in different Greek organizations, and you can kind of bond over the fact that you're Korean. You kind of have a similar upbringing, and you know what it's kind of like with everyone.
But other than those 3 Korean friends that I hang out with, I don't find myself, I don't hang out with the Koreans as much, just because I don't see that many Korean people. Even in Greek organizations, there are very few Koreans.
every Saturday I play soccer with some students who are very involved in Korean American Student Association, which is like a Korean club. Some of the older guys give me professional advice, so that's been pretty good.
Back at home, I have many Korean friends through church, family. I'm best friends with my cousin. And although I may not have as many Korean friends at William & Mary, I believe this should change, and this could change through Greek life.
A lot of my friends in Northern Virginia consist of Korean Americans or Chinese Americans, whereas in here most of my friends are, I guess, white.
My friend group at home, I find, is a lot more Asians and a lot more Koreans, especially because I went to a high school that was predominantly Asian.
I don't think being a different race or being Korean has really been an obstacle at all.
Honestly, no, I don't think it's had much of an effect.
There was a difference, especially once I joined. I felt like there was no difference and that I was just another one of the guys.
Has not been different because of my Korean background. I mean, when I was rushing, of course, I felt that I was a little bit different than everyone because, Greek community is predominantly white. But, I've learned to really enjoy that, enjoy being different. And
the William & Mary community was pretty accepting, especially in the Greek life community. So I didn't really feel divided out or left out of the experience.
I haven't really felt differently because of my background, so I would say no.
Generally, when you watch movies or when you search up Greek life on Google as a high school student, you don't see Asian people or Korean people in the scene that much. So when you come to a school, you don't really imagine yourself in that environment as easily. If there was any really school in the country to join a fraternity, it'd be this one. If no matter what your background is, because all the fraternities are so diverse, there's bound to be one where you can find a place to fit in.
I see why it could be intimidating for some people to go into a room where everyone is predominantly white in a sense. But for me, it was never really like that.
Advice is just, to be more bold, to be more willing to meet new people and blend into new culture.
My advice would be to step out your comfort zone, explore the opportunities that William Mary has to offer. Greek life is only for 4 years, and that's only on campus. And if you step out of your comfort zone, you'll realize the friendships that you make last for a lifetime. So even though you're Korean and you may not even speak fluent English, I challenge you to step out of your comfort zone and attempt to join Greek life.
Every year, at least in Delta Phi, we always get one new Korean member joining, so I can definitely see it going in a positive direction.
I mean, I'm a senior now, so I've been here for 4 years, and when I was freshman, I didn't see that many Korean people in Greek organizations, but now I look around, there are a bunch of Korean people in Greek organizations, so I say the future is bright.
When I first joined PICA, I was the only Asian member in the fraternity, but throughout the years, PICA, there has been more Korean Americans. I see a lot of improvements in diversity.
To be completely honest, I don't really know where it's heading in the future. I'll be fine.
With the upcoming years, I see a massive increase in Korean Americans joining Greek life. And all it takes is to step out of your comfort zone, realize the opportunities and the possibilities you can make through friendships, relationships. Because school is not just about studying, it's about making friends for a lifetime. And Greek life is one way you can do that.
I definitely say it's gonna grow a ton. It's like when I was a freshman, way back when, there was definitely a lot less Korean people around, but I'd say every fraternity now has at least like a Korean person, if not a few.
So, adding on to that,
It is the norm now for me. Thank you. I don't know why I just said that.
And I'm a senior at William Mary right now. What were the questions?
So compared to my friend groups that, ooh, shit, fuck, sorry, you might want to cut that out.
Thank you.
I got it